Hello, Nerdopausians. I'm checking in, and I'm drinking coffee. It's been a while since I have spoken with you, but things have been a little busy, you know. Today I would like to talk about being able to see distance. Now, I went to the optometrist fairly recently. She tested me on a variety of things. First of all, she noticed that I held my head like this a lot, and this is something that I've been teased about a lot, and I just thought I'm weird, because I am, so that's fine. And she just started putting things together before she ever put any machines up to my eyeballs. And it turns out, after all her machines and guessing and nuanced looking at me, she said that my eyes have trouble determining personal distance, like depth perception. When I'm moving my body through space, it's really hard for me to determine depth perception in terms like the distance between me and my various body parts and the ground. Now, when I'm driving, it's a whole other set of cues that are going on. She says it doesn't come into play when I'm driving, only when I'm trying to walk upon my feet. This would explain why I keep injuring myself. It's been a problem, but it's never been diagnosed as, actual problem. It's been, Christina is a klutz, and I accepted that. I had another validation of this point yesterday when I was walking on ground and there was like a 1/4 inch rise in a piece of sidewalk and I face planted, boom! I completely shredded my right knee and I landed with my right hand twisted. Now, this hand is swollen. I had to take off rings. It looks weird, and I put ice on it multiple times, and I wrapped it in magic tape that my mother-in-law told me about. It's really hard to type because this finger is unhappy, and it's swollen, and it's purple. Yay? Thinking about distance and being able to see deeply. Not to lean too heavily on the point, but there are issues happening and developing on a daily basis in this country. I wonder how much of it is kind of akin to having trouble with depth perception and distance vision. Because if I could see deeply, properly, I would be able to tell my feet where to walk. I would be able to tell that there was a bump in that sidewalk. I would be able to adjust so that I would have the best possible outcome for not getting hurt. I could blame the sidewalk, and I could blame the snow and the ice in Illinois that, seeps under all the asphalt and sidewalks and causes potholes and streets to bump up and down. But really, it's my problem because I'm not able to see deeply. I'm not able to see that distance. And seeing distance not only isn't, between something close to you, but being able to see, really far in the distance and to be able to predict what's going to happen. And to use the knowledge that I hopefully have to avoid pain, to avoid making mistakes, to avoid doing something very serious that I might not be able to recover from. I don't think, on the whole, we humans / Americans are particularly adept at seeing deeply and seeing the distant, long view picture. A lot of it is about now. A lot of it is about instant gratification. If we cannot practice seeing things deeply, if we cannot look towards a future and plan accordingly, we are going to end up like me, hurting ourselves and not really recognizing we hurt ourselves until the damage is done. I fall down, and I get hurt, and I fall down, and I get hurt, and I fall down, and I get hurt, and I fall down, and I get hurt. It's okay. Because I am going to get glasses that help me a little bit with this. Even if I didn't have new glasses coming that are going to help me a little bit with this, I have knowledge now that I didn't have before. I have knowledge that my eyes are making it very difficult for me to see depth and to see the distances I need to see in order to avoid things in my way. It's not an excuse, though. I am still going to run into things, and it will have nothing to do with my depth perception. I cannot use my lack of depth perception in my eyeballs to excuse things that I do that are stupid. We have to be careful with that. Because if we find a reason that we think something's happening that we don't like, and we just lean on that reason and squeeze that reason until we squeeze everything out of it. That's a mistake, and that's not seeing deeply. So, my friends, I don't know how deep this conversation was, but today I saw a very big connection between the bigger picture of things that are going on now that are making me lose sleep and me falling down and doing this. Be kind to each other, stay safe, think deeply, and stay nerdy.